Turn that up. Top fans. Be the first in the leaderboard by showing support. Try sending a live chat or super chat. I don't even think that people could send super chats because I'm not verified. Or I'm not monetized at least. Live chat on anyone. Like none. Because why would I want this delay? I want to see what people want to see in real time. Hopefully it's gonna get back up. 3, 2, 1. Seems like it's back up. Obviously we got all that. So let's go ahead and change this up, shall we? There we go. We got the background perfectly set up. We got my drawing glove on. Honestly, there's not much else to really do. Already got everything up and going. So aside from that, let's just get this show on the road. Yeah, this is your day of reckoning. Just gonna go ahead and put hello in chat. There we go. Perfect. Seriously, top fans. I know it says there's a thing for it, for the top fans, but honestly, I don't believe it because, like I said, I'm not verified, I'm not monetized, so super chat, I just don't see it happening. Hey, what do I know? I've only been on YouTube for who knows how long. I am on the wrong thing. Actually, I'm checking my Twitter real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, nothing else going in. Alright, let's go over here. Hey man, what's up? What's going on? Hope you're having a great day or a great night depending on where you are. Actually, let me check to see if the audio... Can you hear me? I just want to make sure the audio is good. I don't know why, but I just get the feeling that it's not going to be good. But thanks for stopping by, Ludi. Hope you're having a great day or a great night, like I said. Right now, I'm actually going to be going on and I'm going to be making some art. Well, as you can see, we're also going to be yapping today. Hey, Anime Status. Hey, Mookie. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are all having a great day. Like I said, I'm going to be making some new art. Can you shout out to me? Hey, Anime Status. What's going on, man? I can hear you loud and clear, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Glad to know that the audio is good. I'm a YouTuber. Same here, Mookie, as you can see it clearly. But yeah, so I've actually been having, I've been having this idea in my head that I want to create more pieces of art because, like I said, obviously I got the time to yap. I just made this one not too long ago, just had this one done. Thanks for the sub, Anime Status. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. But yeah, aside from that, time to yap, I also created another piece where it's a little more familiar. It's this one, you know, just a little thing right here. Just in case y'all want to do it. Hey, Harvick, how are you doing, man? And Juju, the king, hope you're all having a great day. Thanks for stopping by. So, yeah. One of the main things that I want to do, especially for the art pieces, is I want to get started on one specific piece. Because if you guys have noticed the sub count on my channel, I'm at 968 last time I checked. Thanks, Harvick, for the sub. Greatly appreciate it, man. And I hope you continue having a great day and a great week. Might as well. Screw it. You can never have a bad... Let's hope we just have a great week overall. Everyone here, I hope you guys are having a great week or a great time overall. And I hope I can make that a little bit better. Thanks, Richie, Laura. Yeah, 968 last time I checked. So with me being so close to 1K, I decided that one of the biggest things I want to do... Hold on, let me just turn off the green screen real quick so I can show you guys. Mr. Elephant from Peppa Pig. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't know who that is. I don't have this on, but I just keep it on just in case there's like something wrong. But one of the major pieces that I want to make is celebrating 1K subs. So that's really what I want to do. So that's the art piece that I'm going to be making today. At least I'm going to be getting like the outline going, then I'm going to be doing the, I'm going to be doing like the coloring, and then just like overall I'm just going to be finishing it up technically. Like, I guess that's the best way of me putting it. So that's essentially when we get started. But I'm also want to make some other pieces like what are some other things? I know I had a list of it going, but I also want to do stuff like question time. Like I also want to do something like that, like or time to rank. Because if you see my content, like the shorts that I do, I usually like to answer questions. But I also have questions of my own, so I'd like to ask the community or you guys. One of those questions actually being, I actually have the list of those ones as well. But one of the most recent ones I have is like, who would win in a fight, like Yona from Black Clover or Endeavor from My Hero Academia. And more personally, I want to say Yona because she's more combat heavy. Her mana is definitely like so much better. And Endeavor, he's not bad, but I feel like he's just gonna burn out overall because he's so limited in his firepower. Even if he does something like Prominence Burn, that's just gonna take so much out of him. That's like a risky move to make. But other than that, that's really all I have to say. Everyone drop a like and sub. Listen to this man right here. He's speaking reasoning over here. Kind and smart. I will give you kind, but smart. I am a few sandwiches short of a picnic. I will tell you there. Everyone like and sub. Hey, Aka. Hopefully I don't screw this up. Aka Camino Shanks. Aka Camino Shanks. Hey man, hope you're having a great day. Not blind. I mean, not technically. But yeah. If there are 16 views, we will all say bananas. Are you blind? I am not blind now. I just have this to like conceal my identity, so that's like what's it called? Let me go back to this. Forgot to put this up, my bad. Let's go over here. I just kind of like to have something like this for aesthetic and just mystery, like ooh, who's behind the mask or whatever, you know, just like that kind of crap because I feel like it's just first of all I like the aesthetic of it, the mysteriousness and whatnot. But other than that, it's just for fun, honestly. Pronounce my name, Aizen Sasuke. Sasuke. Fuck. I know I screwed that up. Aizen Sasuke, though. It's like a huge jump into the toilet bowl. Hey, you gotta make sure we watch out for that, you know? W stream, absolutely, man. Come on now. But enough of that. Let's get right into it. So here we are going to be talking about some anime. Like I said, in the title, I believe I finished Black Clover. Season 4, it was so short. Only 15 episodes for season 4. That is actually like, wow. And it was so sad too because I was just started. The ride was just getting even more insane because we just got to the point where they're like getting ready to invade the Spade Kingdom themselves. This time they were gonna freaking get their spin back. These guys were actually gonna get their run back. You know, him and his spirit, they were gonna get their run back too. I think I mentioned it in an earlier short before too, that we're gonna have a what's it called? That I got spoiled that Magna was gonna go against Dante, and seeing Asta and Yami go up against Dante, like already, I'm wondering how this man's gonna do it. One Piece is the best. Haven't seen One Piece. I'm not gonna lie. Green programmer background. I mean, it's not bad. Come on. W background or backgrounds. It's just the one background that I have so far, at least for it. Aizen's chair is enough for One Piece verse. Honestly, he might have a point there. I'm not gonna lie. From what I understand, if I'm understanding the rankings of it correctly, this is my personal opinion. I don't know if it's objective truth, but from my understanding, it's like Bleach is like the strongest, then it's One Piece, then it's Naruto out of like the big three. That, from my understanding, that's what it is. Because I believe Bleach got like an upscaling in the anime in the power system. That's like the only reason why I believe that it's a little bit above One Piece. That's the reason why. But I'm also pretty sure that's what's it called. There's only 6 people right now. It fluctuates. That's because a lot of people, like when you're scrolling through like the actual shorts tab, which if you do, you're an actual psycho. If you're scrolling through like the actual shorts tab, you like stumble upon the stream. I think it like registers it like a little bit after, but then also registers it again, like what's it called. So it's like like I said, yeah, like it's like I said, it just like fluctuates every now and then. But a nice guy, this recording as hell. Oh, it's a corny. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really watch like for me specifically. I don't even like do stuff like that. I don't watch like the short streamers, mostly because watching anime. I'm just watching anime, man. Like the wallpaper, and I want to tell you that I love your videos so much. Thank you, FC Streams. Thank you so much for the love. I absolutely appreciate it. I did. Speaking of that, yesterday I even put it in my community notes. I made 2 shorts. One of them I made I made early because that's what I like to do. Whenever I make like 2 shorts a day, I always try to make them like early in advance, so that way I could just have time to like post them later on without like having to worry about getting it done. So what I usually do is just record them early. But the first one I did, I literally posted it immediately. Like I finished recording. I shouldn't say I shouldn't say editing because it's not really much editing. I just like added some words onto it, like just some extra info. So I just did that, and then I immediately posted it instead of saving it. So I'm like, oh fuck. So yeah, that happened. And then the second one I made, I didn't even like it. And then the second one I made, it was just a basic question. Actually, I think I have it here. And let me ask you guys this question. That's why I want to make that One Piece. One Piece. It's this question right here that I wanted to answer. It was, which button will you press? Instant 1 million or 50% of 100 million? Like this one, it was kind of generic. I've answered questions like these before. But I said that I would go with the instant 1 million because if you go with 50% chance, I know I'm not that lucky. So I'm probably just going to get screwed out. And rather, I just take the better option of actually being, what's it called? Let me read some of these things. I've been seeing a lot of the chats go by, so I just want to make sure that I get this and also be able to talk about the stuff I want to. Everyone sub. Absolutely. Just like Harvey says over here, make sure you drop a sub, please, if you guys do feel like it. Aizen solos Naruto, his son, One Piece, 2 Piece, 3 Piece. Like I said, I don't know much about the power scaling, but if it is like Bleach is like the better verse for power, then I think so. I don't like power scaling. Spicy X, I do agree with you. I feel like for the most part it's fun, but some people, they just take it so serious. Like I do like power scaling. Like I just made that thing with like Marileona versus Endeavor. Like to some degree I like it, but I do it for fun. Whenever you take it like too seriously or just make it go at each other where it's like just unfun at that point, it's just like, why even continue doing something if it's just this miserable, you know? At least that's how I view it. Obviously a lot of people have their other opinions, but for me, I like it. I just don't take it too far, unlike some other people. What do you think of Noelle? Be honest, Noelle is one of the best definitions, in my opinion, that is just a great, strong female character. Like, yeah, she's in love with Asta. She's like the typical romance interest, whatever you want to call it. But her growth and her story alone, aside from Asta, is absolutely amazing. Like, the fact that she's able to actually, like, even the Valkyrie armor, she's going after her mother because that's literally who she takes after the most. I mean, I don't even know if they have a father. I don't know if he's dead or been gone or whatever the case may be. But, like, her story with her mother especially, like, I like that she's trying to follow in her mother's footsteps. But I also feel like it'd be great if she was able to, like, forge from that and then go on to her own path. So, I do think Noelle is great. And personally, I'm rooting with Asta and Noelle. But Mimosa, I could see happening. Although, like I said, personally, I'm going with Noelle, fingers crossed. Noelle, though, is just an overall good character, in my opinion. I should see, no one give me... Depends on where you live in luxury. In some countries, 1 million is a lifetime luxury. Absolutely. If we're talking about subs... Oh, we're not. We're talking about this. Even if it's like... That's what I said in my short, too. Like, 1 million, it's a lot of money, but it's still... what's it called? You know, it's still limited. That's the thing. Like 100 million, obviously that is marginally better than 1 million. But I'd rather take the chance of it being... But I don't want to take the chance of it being literally just a 50-50 when I especially know that I just feel like I'm going to get screwed out. That's why I would always rather leave with something other than more than likely nothing. I don't want to really gamble on something that's really going to cost me millions of dollars regardless. Because if I take this chance and don't get it, then I'm not even leaving with 1 million. But if I leave with this, at least I'm leaving with something. That's my line of reasoning. I'd always would rather leave with something other than nothing. That's my way of thinking of it. You're the best. Never give up your streaming. Hey, I'm pushing strong, man. But with this new up and coming school year in college, it's gonna be hell. I'll tell you that. But I'm definitely gonna try to keep it going because, like I said, I love doing stuff like this. I love talking about like anime or just weird random questions in general. Just like talking about random stuff. I love doing this, and I love seeing you guys also get excited and interested. So I definitely want to keep this going. And with this being a better alternative to like computer or like gaming streams, I definitely feel like it'd be. Although I do especially want to get back into these ones because these are like my foreground. But yeah, aside from that, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for that. I need some water. Whenever I start like talking too quickly, I'm like, yeah, I just need some water at this point. Okay, I was gonna make a joke with the water, but I accidentally took too big of a gulp. I didn't choke, thank God. But yeah, that could have been bad. The fan service of a minor is absolutely diabolical. Yeah, I mean, that's just shown it. I wish. I don't have anything against fan service, but at least make it to something like a little more tasteful, or at least like try to scale it down a little. It's not like it's too bad. I mean, it's not the best, but I definitely feel like it's better than a lot of other animes that do fan service. So, it's kind of like an. I wouldn't say like an even ground, but I definitely think it's up there. Uh, how do you watch Eclipse? I've never actually seen Eclipse or even heard about it until now, but yeah. Her water form is insane. Her Valkyrie, like I said, her Valkyrie armor, and then like the other one with like mermaid form, they are great forms. But once, and I guess it does make sense why her form does look like that. I mean, we've seen mermaids that what's it called? Like if you know mermaid lore, you know they would have like the scale bras and whatnot. So it just makes sense. But like I said, it's just I personally think she deserves more than being done dirty like that. Eh, like I said, yeah, it definitely just needs to be like a little bit better. Series Zenitsu, thank you so much for joining. I just got the notification of that a new subscriber just joined. Thank you so much, Zenitsu. Absolutely appreciate it, man. I would flip bro, your mutation. Your PFP is a mutation between Junu and Ben. Okay, I know who Junu is, but are you talking about from Ben from Ben 10? Because if so, I will take that as a compliment. I would flip a coin twice, and if I win it twice, I would feel confident to press the button. See, that's the thing, though. Like, here's, once again, it's just like, do you really want to risk that chance of, like, flipping a coin? Like, let's say 50 times in a row, you call it exactly the same amount of times. It's heads, and it's heads across the board. It could easily be another heads. But are you willing to take that chance? Because at some point, your luck is eventually going to run out. I'm too superstitious, way too cautious of a person, but I can't do that. If you guys are so much better, you guys are feeling a lot more confident, then hey, go ahead and take the chance. But for me, I just can't, man. It just skews me. I sub. Thanks to ICX so much. Are we actually getting close to 1K? Bro, I haven't even started my art. I haven't even started, bro. Hold on. I gotta reset it, I guess. Bro, I've just been having so much fun yapping, I didn't even realize. Okay, one thing, I love my iPad, but at the same time, it just gets so annoying to, like, maneuver around sometimes, I will say. Alright, here we go. Holy! No way, we already made it this far! No way, you guys are insane! Bro, we were at 968 before. We got 9 subscribers just in this stream alone. All of y'all are freaking insane. You know what? If we hit 1K this sub, I will tell you guys right now, 1K this sub, I will shave my mustache. This thing, gone. Literally will be gone if we get it to 1K today. If we do, this thing right here, just gone. Nick Kerr and I just joined. Hey Freddie, hope you're having a great day or a great night depending on where you are. Thanks for joining the stream. Hope you're having a great time. You're the best streamer, and I hope you achieve all your goals. Absolutely, same thing back to you, and I hope to return that favor tenfold to you guys when I create my content, do these live streams, and all that jazz. I really just hope you guys, like I said, I'm assuming a lot of you guys are like newer here, so let me just change it back real quick. Hold on. One of my biggest things when it comes to like creating content and everything, it's just making people happy, or just making people like forget about the day or whatever the case may be. Like at the end of the day, what I want to do with content creation and streaming and all that, it's literally just make people just forget about literally everything. I just want to bring smiles. I just want to bring people a little bit of happiness in a day where they either need it or whether they just want to feel a little bit more happy. That's always been my goal whenever it comes to content creation. I'm glad I'm able to do that for you guys. Thanks for the compliments on the glasses. Zesty. I mean, I would say badass more than zesty, but I'll take it. Black Bunny and Cake. I have no idea what this is. Can someone elaborate? Black Clover is an honestly good anime. Absolutely. Like I said, just finished it. If I had to give this series a rating overall, I would definitely say 9 out of 10. One only reason I'm not giving it a higher rating, like it's perfect, is because I literally got screwed over. I hate cliffhangers, man. If you know me, I hate cliffhangers with a passion. That crap at season 4 pissed me off. So I will say that. Can I stop saying bad things about him? Where I live, it takes 50 years for a decent job to make 1 million. 100 million is too much. True. I don't know. What the fuck? Imagine Blackbeard's dipping and wrapping his balls. Okay, I'm just now seeing this one comment from Todd Hikari. Listen, dude, I think you might be a good guy, but this is just yeah. This is just I don't know how to feel about this. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, do you think Yami is a good captain? I think Yami is a good captain because of the fact that he's a little bit weird. Because obviously the biggest thing about the give me 1 second. One of the biggest things about Yami is the fact that he leads the biggest group of misfits and the group of people that no one really gives people a chance. So the fact that he's able to bring them on because he likes them alone says everything. He knows what it's like to be an outsider. He knows what it's like to not be applauded or anything like that. He knows exactly what it means to just be cast aside when no one else thinks you're worthy or you're good or whatever the case may be. Like, that's why I think he is a good captain, because he understands them, but he also wants them to push past their limits. That's why he says that so much. He knows there's a lot of potential in every single one of the Black Bulls, and that's why he recruits them, so that way he can actually push them. To some degree, he's goofy, he's lazy, he's kind of irrational at some points, but at the same time, he speaks the truth. He also is very honest, and overall, he keeps things real. Like, personally, if I could, he would definitely be a captain I would follow, because he's someone that I absolutely think just gives it everything he needs to be given. Like, overall, I just feel like he is a good captain. Thanks. I think we got to this point. Watch Boku no Pico one time, then second time you don't even want to watch this anime. What's it called? I've heard of Boku no Pico. I've looked it up what it's supposed to be. Never in my life. I will never watch Boku no Pico. I'm telling you right now. That just sounds like a freaking what's it called? Okay, we've gotten all the way there. I don't watch anime, but I'm gonna watch Monster and Berserk. Monster, I've heard, is a really good anime with a very great antagonist. Berserk, I've also heard that one is a really good anime. Although I think the later adaptation of it, with it being like CGs, what people was turn people off to it, I should say. Also, there's also the thing where it's like it ended on like one of the biggest arcs or something like that. So yeah, get into 1K. He's the best streamer. I mean, I don't make the rules, I just follow them. Come on now. Thank you, Harvey, for the shout out, man. Bro, one time I watched Boku no Pico, then we'll forever remember. Yeah, I want to not be traumatized, so I'm just gonna stay far away from that anime. This is me. Think of like the closest ocean, then go another ocean beyond that. Like, that's just not. Let's go to anime is Naruto's one ball. Naruto's one ball. Son. Okay, am I just tripping? Alright, but enough of that. So let's go ahead. I gotta start doing some art, man. Come on. You know, screw art. I'm just gonna turn this pen on. I never even turned my pen on. Am I from India? I am not. Although I'm very surprised. That's the first time I've ever been asked that. I'm not gonna lie. People automatically assume Latino or Hispanic, and that is what I am. Parents both have Mexican and what's it called? Mexican and Hispanic blood in them. I'm also part white too, so there's that. So yeah, oh yeah, I already just saw, man. 975. We are that close to actually being away from 1K subs. But aside from that, moving on to other topics. One thing I wanted to talk about today, well, there's a few things actually. Your favorite anime? What's it called? Once again, if you know me, you know I don't really have favorite animes. Or favorite anime just in singular. I just love all animes, or like at least the ones I've seen. But there are rankings to how much I actually do like them. So if I had to say, number one, yeah, probably gonna be controversial. Number one, My Hero Academia. Take that with a grain of salt. Second one is probably gonna be like Black Clover is definitely up there, but I think I'd be putting it at number 3, because number 2 I have it at Attack on Titan, and then number 3 Black Clover, and then 4 I think I'd put yeah, I think I only have those 3 so far. Are you sure you're not Indian? I am pretty sure I'm not Indian, bro. You just look like Indian. Sorry, my fault. No problem, man. Like I said, I get it. I mean, Like I said, that's the first time I've ever been called it. But trust me, I'm farthest thing from any. I'm Latino Hispanic. That's what you go. Gintama is on my anime watch list, but I have not watched it yet. I think it is on Netflix though, because the anime I have currently lined up right now is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and then I have no idea where to go from there. I just have the one anime so far, but I think I do eventually want to watch Gintama because I'm pretty sure it was said to be like a really good comedy anime, but also like very action packed, which it does sound like up my alley. So I will be giving it a watch sometime soon. No one even knows Black Lagoon these days. I do know about Black Lagoon, but I have not watched it yet. That once again, that is also on my anime watch list. Katama's so good. Full Metal Alchemist is also so good. That's what. Yeah, that's why I wanted to. What's it called? Not only because it was on Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, though, one thing I was actually planning on watching because I just finished Black Clover. I was actually planning on watching the movie just not too long after because I think it takes place. I think the movie takes place sometime between season four and maybe some little bit later. So it's like I just wanted to make sure I got all of Black Clover done before I got into the movies. Because I know for My Hero Academia that was like a whole different thing where it's like individuals and like whatnot, like in between seasons. I was already caught up, so it's like eh. Get that one so good. Favorite TV show? Okay, there are a lot of good TV shows out there, but I think if I had to say my favorite one, I'd have to go with Brooklyn Nine Nine. It's I like the cop thing. I like the characters a lot, and overall, I just feel like it's a good episodic story. The story of Full Metal Mac is just so deep. Uh, that's another thing why I wanted to watch it because I love. Here's the thing: I love simple stories like Demon Slayer. I know a lot of people like to rag on it for its simple story or whatnot, but here's the thing: a story does not need to be deep to be what's it called. But if I will say that normal stories are good, but I do enjoy stories that do have a lot more depth to them too. So I will. That is another reason because I heard that one goes like really deep, and I really wanted to enjoy it. I love your shirt. Hey, what's up? I also got my necklace on. Usually I don't have this on during like what's it called, but I decided now why not. Nowadays I am watching Dana Dan season 2. Cannot. Oh, the new episode just drops today. I think it actually dropped not too long ago, because I think that it drops around like 11 p.m. EST time. At least my time. I don't know what that is, but yeah, it definitely is like up there because it's 11 right now. So I think it did drop just not too long ago. I will definitely check later though. Nowadays, but yeah, Dan Dan, that is also good. Goated. I think it's definitely one of the best new gen mangas. I will say because I'm very much enjoying it. I know a question. Favorite movie? That's a good one because there are a lot of good movies out there. I'm a big like a Marvel guy, so if I had to say it, oh, there's just so many, bro. There's so many movies that are just so good. Let's see. I'll come back to that one, but I would say like there's a lot of good Marvel movies that I would place as like one of my favorites. But yeah. What's your opinion on animes that have what if Max Level Wizard was reincarnated type style? As much as they may be good, even if they have like varying stories and whatnot, I just feel like overall it's just such a generic and worn out trope that it's kind of weird and kind of like hard to enjoy. Because I've seen a few of those animes. I've seen a few of those animes, or at least heard about some of the others that have like same or similar stuff. Like it's got to be the most generic like trope when it comes to isekai anime like that, or at least like anime where they have a style like that, because it's just like you know what to expect, even if like I said, even if it's varying stories, varying protagonists, interesting, non-interesting side casts, you know what to expect, and it makes it kind of predictable, and that means to some degree I just can't get excited when like those moments happen. So it's like I don't really care for them that often, but there are a few that do stand out, and there are just a few that just seem too ridiculous for me to enjoy. Like, if you guys have heard like that one vending machine anime, where it's like he gets reincarnated literally into a vending machine, like there's nothing more than to it aside from him being like a travel pack for this one chick, and it's like, okay, yeah, I see the appeal, somewhat see the appeal, but at the same time, it's just like, what's the point? And then when it comes to like max level wizards or like max level or like the strongest in the verse. It just like makes it impossible because if they're max level, then what exactly is the danger? I guess like that's how I feel about it. Like what exactly danger is it? Like is it another max level? Is it going to be something that's even greater than that, and they have to do with this whole thing? Like I don't know, man. Like it's generic and tropey, but as long as it does something to make it stand out, I feel like there's really I feel like it could be very potential filled. That's how I feel about it to some degree. And then going back to the favorite movie, like I said, I still can't think, bro. Because there are a lot of great movies out there. Most people just watch them through YouTube. That is true. I think it's because they're so excuse me, sorry. I think it's because they're so tropey that a lot of people watch them. It's like, it's just easy access. Let's just be real. It's just like there's a free anime to watch, or like there's like these episodes. Because I don't know if you guys have seen like those animes where they have like the giant screen covered with like some kind of background art, and then like that mini screen on like the left side or right where it's just like the actual show playing. So it's like, eh. Anyways, that's how I feel about it, at least. Don't really got another thing to talk about, but I do want to bring up something that was brought to my attention a little bit a while ago. If I can find it. Okay, here we are. Alright, so this is where I'm going to make that one question one, where I'm going to be asking like, time to ask a question. Bro, how old are you? I am, believe it or not, despite everything about me, you know, let's take a poll. Hold on. I'm going to ask, let's take a poll. I'm going to make this poll, and you guys are probably going to be very surprised. Hold on. Hold on, I want to know if I can do this. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, I'm going to be asking you guys this question. I want you guys to think about, I think I just started it. Yeah, how old am I? Gonna put that in the chat. 32. 32? Wow, that is crazy. 32, 47. What's up, bro? Hey, Turbo Clash, how you doing, man? Right now, we are running a poll asking or seeing who can guess my age. Because I put two options. I put the options of it being below 17 or 18 and up. And I want to see how old you guys think I am. 23, 29. Okay, at least Freddie is actually somewhat close. Because 29, bro, that's hurtful. Harvey actually is, once again, one of the closer ones. Yeah. Let's turn this off. I could have sworn. No way. Alright. Alright, so right now we got 5 votes in. 25. Okay, now you just like completely just went off. Alright. We'll give it like until it hits like 3:34:10. We'll give it a little bit more time so that way everyone who wants to can just continue voting. 28, 28, 28. Do I really look 28 too? I mean, that's why I'm asking the question overall. But still. A few of you guys were close. Okay, 89. If I look this good at 89, you know how much bragging I would be doing? Not to mention the fact that I'm able to operate a phone without having a grandson. That's actually crazy. 27, 26, 25. But bro's just going with every number in the book now. Bro's literally just going with everything right now. Alright, time is up. We're going to end the poll. And everyone who answered the poll who went with everyone who answered the poll of 18 and up, and there were 5 people who did it. Congratulations, you're right. I am 19 years old. Harvey is right. I am 19 years old. That might seem wild to you guys, but it's true. Because I was born on September 7th. Yeah, that's about it. But yeah, Yeah, I am 19 years old. How how crazy is that to you guys? Because I don't feel like that's that crazy. 9/11. Hey yo, 19. Well, I am 18 years 6 months, and I am dang, bro. I didn't realize it was that close in age. But yeah, I am 19 years old, man. That's crazy. I am turning 20 this year, though. That I am turning 20. In a few months, I am gonna be turning 20. So that's like what's it called. That's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not. It's not crazy that I look like what's it called like. Because I've been told I have been told that I look younger, or I've been both younger and older, and that I don't know how to take that because at some degree it's like I mean I feel like I look pretty good for my age, especially when I'm not wearing these glasses. I feel like if I didn't wear these glasses, you guys would probably have a better like better thing. So yeah. But yeah, 19 years old. I don't think I look that bad for 19. Although, like I said, I've been told I've looked older before. But yeah, I'm 19. Honestly, I'm gonna take this glove off. I'm not gonna be doing any writing today. Yep, Sammy the is that the dog? Is that dog or cat? I can't see. You know, I love these glasses, but at the same time, it just makes it so hard to see some things. Makes me feel like I'm an old man. But other than that, what else do we? Any of you guys have any questions for me, or any questions like related to me, talking about the arts or anything else? Because I honestly don't really got much to talk about. I just really talked about just like the anime. I just talked about Black Clover, talked about the other stuff that I really want to watch later on, and that's really it. I didn't really got much else to really going on. W streamers, mustache and glasses make you look 15 years older. You know, that is true. You know, it's because of the mustache, I feel like. But I'm not getting it. I haven't had this mustache since, I did shave my mustache, like, not too long ago. If you look deep enough in my community notes, you'll actually see a picture of me actually, like, shaved, where I did shave it. But, that was, like, geez, that was, like, almost 3 years ago now, I think so. But, yeah, that's about, like, the timeline of that. But there was a time where I did shave it, and I had that mustache from, like, 6th grade. Like, I want to say, like, near the end of 6th grade, I think. Because that's when I, like, really started, like, growing in. Then 7th grade, this whole thing was just, like, bushy. But, yeah, okay. So, if you guys still have any questions for me, just go ahead and put them in the chat. But I will say that I will give you guys a sneak peek on the 2 shorts I'm going to be making today. And that's going to be talking about this one right here, Toji versus Sakamoto. Who's going to be winning this fight? Now, personally for me, I want to say Sakamoto. But at the same time, I feel like it really comes down to a few things. Because I don't know if you guys know this one YouTuber. He goes by the name of Doron's World. He made this short talking about this topic, like, literally not too long ago. I think it was, like, a year ago. And he answered a similar question. And he said that it really depends on the area. And that's the thing. It's so true. Because the thing about Sakamoto is that he is very strong and adaptable, but whenever it comes to, like, it comes to his environment that makes him adaptable. Because if it's a barren wasteland, I have no doubt in my mind Toji could easily do it, even if it was just straight up hand-to-hand combat, no weapons for the either of them. More than likely, I can see Toji doing it. Sakamoto's going to put up one heck of a fight, but Toji is definitely going to dominate when it comes to just pure hand-to-hand, I feel like. But if it's an actual, like, city surrounding, I feel like Sakamoto could easily take that. But at the end of the day, I just feel like it comes down to a resounding tie because it bases on the area around them. So that's what I plan on really saying. I just plan on saying, like, both of them easily have a chance of winning, but it really comes down to the environments they're placed in. I did see you guys have some questions, so hold on, I will answer that before going on to my next question, which is favorite food/drink. For favorite drink, hands down, chocolate milk will be the most goated drink until I die. I have loved chocolate milk ever since I was young, ever since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. It's just been my favorite drink. I don't know why. I just love its creamy richness. It makes me feel like a kid. But that's probably why I have this youthful energy. And what's my height? Okay, now this is something that's what's it called? It's something kind of iffy for me to talk about. I mean, I don't really care. People know, but it's like, I don't know how to say it, but I'll just say it this. My height, it's like 5'2". Think of like Asta, who's like 5'1". I would like be almost or just like barely as tall as him. Like, I am that short. Here, I'll even give you guys a scale for reference. I'll even stand up. Here we go. Like, this is me right here. Okay, this chair is not helping. This is me right here. This is. I mean, I've been told I'm 5'3", but I don't really believe it because another girl said that she was 5'3" and she was like a little bit taller than me. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, I'm like 5'2", something like that. There we go. What the? Oh, frick. Oh, I'm stepping on something. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on. It's crisis. Oh, frick. Guys, I'm in a pickle. Oh, frick, I am in a pickle. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, tilt this chair. Whew. Okay, I've resolved the problem. It has been resolved. Don't even feel so weird to sit on that. Alright, what's your height? Yeah. Favorite drink is water, 5'11". Don't say aw, man. That feels patronizing. I know, man. It's like, what's it called? Do I know what your favorite movie is? You do not, because I don't even know my favorite movie. Like I said, I just have too many favorites, man. There's just so many. I'll just give you a couple of my, like, Marvel favorites. How about that? Marvel favorites, obviously, Endgame, Infinity War. But here might be a very surprising one when it comes to Marvel. Captain America, not Civil War, but, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. I honestly love that movie. I feel like a lot of people feel some type of way of it, which is surprising because I feel like that's like one of the better movies. I feel like, I don't know, man. I just really enjoyed the fight choreography, the whole, like, I don't know. I just feel like I just enjoyed it a lot. Another question: best Marvel character. Now, what do we talk about when we talking about like best? Like, what's it called? Are we talking about like the best character in Marvel overall? When it comes to like just character, like strength, or like what's going on there? Any? Well, I think the best Marvel character for me. That isn't. Once again, that is a good one because there's a lot of good characters out there. Before I answer that, I will say one grievance. There's one character I can never really give that to, and it's Star-Lord, because I truly, to this day, I will never forgive him for freaking punching Thanos when they almost had the glove off. I don't care how pissed off you are, man. The whole universe is at stake, and you're being a pissy little essence just because of that. But yeah, best Marvel character. Like I said, there are a lot of good ones, man. I think, once again, I'm going to have to be generic. I'm just going to have to be Captain America. I just really enjoyed his character. He's one of the, like, for me, he's like one of the best shining symbols of heroism and such a realistic portrayal of heroics, I guess. It's like the best way I could like describe it. For some time, I went to another live shorts. Found a girl saying blah blah blah. I commented, "Girl, you got a gift for OnlyFans from God." I mean, it makes sense. I mean, who's gonna really pay attention to someone who just goes blah 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 unless it's actually something interesting, you know? Like, I'm yapping about literally whatever. I'm yapping anime, Marvel, and all that jazz. And yeah, you guys find it interesting because I'm making it interesting. But like that that one girl, let's just be real, more than likely. But other than that, it's like, yeah. Strongest, one above all, best Spider-Man. This is based in the comics. I absolutely agree with this. Because one above all is essentially just God. Like, that's the God in their universe. So there's like no real comparing to someone who can create and like just overwrite your story, I guess. And then if we're talking like actual best, Spider-Man, if we're talking about objectively best character in Marvel when it comes to like movies and comics and all that jazz, it does go to Spider-Man because once again, he's just one of the best symbols of heroes and just like what's the other word I'm looking for? But he's just like one of the best characters overall when it comes to like the overall standing of Marvel and just heroes. Imagine Blackbeard. Okay. Okay, guys, we're gonna take a community vote here. Let's see. Who is it? Twin Hikari. Listen, man. Listen, buddy, we're talking about other stuff here, and I'd rather not talk about something so, honestly, weird. Not gonna lie. So we're just gonna go ahead. Oh my gosh, hold on. I screwed up. Give me a second. So, we're gonna let this run for like a little bit. We're gonna let that poll run for little bit because, not gonna lie, Twin Hikari, sorry man, but it's just like, I don't know man, I just don't really appreciate stuff like that, especially when it's just nothing and it's just weird. Like I appreciate weirdness, but this is just like, this is just not suitable. I feel like for the things I want to talk about, so we'll just let that run for like a couple minutes. Favorite sport? Now here's the thing, because I don't really care for sports, man. I've never been like a big sport guy. I don't know. It's just like sports have never really been appealing to me. But I mean, a sport I did basketball when I was in sixth grade. Didn't care for it because one time I got like, you know how like in basketball and like all those games where they like slap you on the butt to like encourage you or something like that. I just don't get it. Like, please do not put your hand on my buttocks. So I just gotta be like, ugh. So I just gotta be like, nah. I did do another sport. It was cross country. I absolutely enjoyed that. I did have a good time. I was kind of tweaking in the beginning of it, but I got over it. I'm just gonna be real. Me and my friend were too. Actually, two of my friends were in it. Now that I remember. But yeah, that was like eh. So if I guess I had to say favorite sport, I'm gonna be biased and say cross country. Hikari be tweaking, absolutely. Hey, Solar on the Moon. Hope you're having a great day or a great night, depending on where you are. Of course, we are just talking about random crap, honestly. And I keep forgetting to put up the stupid freaking time to get up crap. It took me literally, okay, I want to say like, this took me like at least 3 days, but those days and hours, come on now. I mean, this is like not, it's not even that unique of a style. It's just like, it's barely anything. Let's be real. I mean, I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, it's like standard at best. Okay, I think we're gonna do that and pull. All right, so we got 40%, 5 votes. We got, what's it called? 5 votes. We got 80% saying yes, and then with 20% saying no. Sorry, but we are gonna listen to the maximum. It's not like I'm just gonna be putting him in timeout, and hopefully they just all understand that. Let's do 10 minutes. Okay, I believe all the messages are gone now. Yep. It's also a twin. I call speed. I show speed. Most perfect brave fiction character is Courage the Cowardly Dog. I mean, he lives up to his name, hands down. Sosuke, you are right there because, let's be real, I think one thing that a lot of people get a misconception about bravery, it's that, you know, they're like, I don't know how to describe it. Someone else put it in a great way. But like bravery, at the end of the day, it's facing something it's like going up against something you're scared of, but you're still facing it regardless. That's what bravery is. So I feel like at the end of the day, because we've seen it before, Courage Cowardly Dog. He is terrified, and it's not like he isn't scared. I mean, he wears it on his face. But he still is able to go through all that and like come out strong at the end of the day. Hands down, one of the best definitions of bravery. I absolutely agree with that. What grade are you in? I'm gonna be a sophomore in college in about in a couple months. I should say in a month or so. Hold on, Mitchie. But yeah, that's what grade I'm in. I'm a sophomore in college soon. Our grade system is a pain in the ass. Where are you from, Eisen? Because your grade system is a pain. I feel like I do feel like a lot of systems, like grading systems at least, they're like a little bit better than what's it called? They're a little bit better than like the U.S. and I will more than likely agree. Worst anime, just his opinion. Worst anime that I have seen. That is a good question. Boku no worst anime. I mean, I don't really watch trash anime because I don't watch trash. What is a good trash anime though? Like the worst anime that I've seen. Also, just to let you guys know, I will make these into shorts if I decide they're like good enough. Like this one right here, the worst anime, just my opinion from Harvey. I will definitely be taking that if I can. But worst anime? That is a good question. I'm still trying to think. I mean, this should be easy. Can we come back to this? Because yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna need some time to what's called. I hate the people who called anime cartoons. I've never ran into people or seen people miscommunicate the two, but if they do, then they're just dumb. Like, I feel like there's a very big difference between anime and cartoon. Like, it's not even just like the art style. It's just the fact that anime is a genre, and cartoon is just a drawing style, or at least something along the line of that, right? So it's just like, I mean, how can you really like get the two wrong? I guess is my way of asking. And then Victor over here is asking Noel or Mimosa. I did answer this question not so long ago. I am going with Noel because I just feel like Noel and Asta, I just feel like they just have a little bit more chemistry that's a lot more better between the two. And I also feel like, what's it called? I don't know, man. I just feel like Mimosa's just kind of like a sleeper hero, like there to at least enhance or like give the options. But at the same time, I just feel like Noel and Asta just have better, what's it called, like even with the whole, like kicking and like punching and all that crap. Like, it's funny because I feel like it still plays into not only her character, but also the dynamic. Because as we know, Asta is in love with Sister Lily until he gives up on her later on. That's another thing I was spoiled about. Like, Asta does, like, he literally says that he enjoys that he gets pummeled by Sister Lily. And the fact that Noelle is a water type user, and the fact that she also does that, it just makes sense why they would be a little more, what's it called, That's how I think of it, at least, because I just feel like that dynamic just does feel a lot better. So, I mean, like I said, that's just how I feel. The more fear you face and endure, the braver you are. Goated quote right here from Spicy X. Absolutely true. Trash is Saku. Now, are we thinking of the same Saku, or am I thinking of something differently? Yeah. Back in 2020, 2022, everybody made fun of anime. There was this one popular thing of saying you have an anime PFP, your opinion doesn't matter. Now, to some degree, I kind of understand it because I've ran into a lot of people who have had anime PFPs that are just like the most insufferable sons of bitches ever. But at the same time, I've also ran into people who do have them, who are knowledgeable and aren't, total dicks. So it's just like, what's it called? Like, I don't really care if you have an anime profile, as long as you're not insufferable, and as long as you're not just a total douche. I just don't care what profile you have. You're gonna have an animal of a freaking like that blobfish creature. Oh no, I don't care if you have that. I just can't. Here's the thing. I don't care if you have like what you have on your face or what you have on this, that, whatever the case may be. If you want to have a freaking profile picture of a gopher, go ahead. But if you're a dick online who are just harassing everybody or just belittling crap, then yeah, I'm going to think you're an asshole. But not because of your profile picture, because of the fact that you're a dick. I mean, I just feel like it's as simple as that. Spicy Axe PFP is one of my favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I remember I was obsessed with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then I'm not gonna lie, it just kind of fell off for me. Not because it was bad or anything, just because I was just getting older, and I just gradually just stopped getting excited over it. So that's really all I have to say for that. Do you watch One Piece? I have not watched One Piece. I do plan on it, but I just know that it's just so far down my watch list because there's just so many episodes. It's literally taken place like 30 years, right? I think that's been going on. So yeah, I do plan on watching One Piece eventually, but as of right now, I am not watching One Piece. What is your top 5 animes? I already said it. Don't completely. Obviously, my opinion, my favorite animes. Number 1, My Hero Academia. Number 2, Attack on Titan. Number 3, Black Clover. Number 4, if I had to just take it off the top of my head, I guess I would say JJK. And then number 5, that's you don't know. Let's take out number 4. We'll put JJK at number 5. Number 4, I'll be putting Dan to Dan. Although these are just shonen I'm talking about. Like, if I want to talk about, like, the other animes I've seen, like, because I watch a lot of romance anime, slice of life and all that. So I will be saying, what's it called? But those are definitely, like, among there. Even regardless of, like, genre type. I also like anime. Goated. Hi, Lollipop. How you doing, man? Hope you're having a great day or a great night, depending on where you are, of course. And I hope you are enjoying this conversation that we're going on. He's missing out on pick. Listen, man, I'll get to it, okay? I will eventually, but right now it's just too much. JJK's main character is Kaizen. Honestly, if that was like one of the biggest things about JJK, I feel like a lot of people would love that. Do you watch Invincible? I've watched Invincible. He's Invincible. I know a good guy. Like, I know a good animator that made a joke like that. Hit home run with that joke, I will say. But yeah, I have watched Invincible. Sorry, I had to spit something up. But yeah. Ever since it dropped and ever since I got wind of it, I didn't think it was going to be that interesting, or I didn't think it was going to be that appealing to me. I was wrong. It's definitely one of my favorite shows from, what's it called? You know what's an underrated show that I feel like isn't talked about, though? Legend of Vox Machina. That show from Amazon Prime. Chef's freaking kiss. Like, I've never even been into, like, role-playing games like that, or, like, stuff like that. I'm not going to lie to you guys. But when I watched Legend of Vox Machina, one of the best things. Like, one of the best shows that I have seen in a hot minute at that point. And once again, I just feel like that one's kind of just slept on. I'm not gonna lie. Kaizen, Jujutsu Kaisen, Image of Story. I like them. I just realized I never got around to showing you guys the other question I wanted to talk about. Because I showed you guys the one with, where is it? I talked about this one already. I talked about Toji versus Sakamoto. Another question that I wanted to talk about was this one. Should Dan to Dan get a movie? If so, what about? I mean, I just feel like the obvious answer is if it does get a movie, I don't really care if it does or doesn't, because I feel like regardless it could work in either form. But I feel like it should stay as a TV show, or at least like along the same lines. So that way it's like we don't have to like miss anything, or we don't have to wait like months for it to be on home release and whatnot. Not to mention a lot of people don't like going to the movie theaters nowadays, so it's just like eh. Yeah, you could technically say that Evil Eye was what's it called, but also just like the whole three things, and not to mention if it does get a movie, I feel like they're gonna have to cut a lot of stuff out because don't get me wrong, like let's say it goes for like 2.5 hours, would that still be enough to actually like get all the content and all the stuff they want across like that arc in particular, or do they want to divide the arc? If they do divide the arc, I just feel like that's gonna create such like a vacuum, like such a big vacuum. Because first you're gonna have to wait for the months for the movie to come out on home release. Then you're gonna have to wait even longer for the for the more episodes in the show to continue. I just feel like overall it's not a bad idea if they do decide to like want to set up another arc like they did with Evil Eye. But at the same time, I feel like for the most part it should just stay normal. At least, of course, that's only what I think. Vinland Saga. I remember I watched Vinland Saga, but I can't remember jack about. I'm not gonna lie. Although I remember a few things, but I definitely want to rewatch it again. So I think I will eventually get to that. And then favorite YouTuber / streamer. Once again, I don't really have a lot of those, but I would say one of my favorite YouTubers, Wildcat. I love his videos. I just love how chaotic they really are. And then not much else really to that. I mean, I just feel like he's a good all-rounder. He's good at video games overall. He's funny. And, yeah. Not to mention, bro, literally, if I remember correctly, he literally is going to have a baby with his, like, wife soon. I think it's going to be, like, October, they said. First of all, congratulations to him. Hope they have a great time. And I hope everything goes well for them. But what's it called? Aside from that, not much else really to say about it. He's really a go-to YouTuber, in my opinion. Don't really have a favorite streamer, so it's like, eh. You know, only one character who has more aura than 98% anime versus is me. I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a good observation right there. Favorite song / playlist. Man, I just can't have favorite crap. I just have favorites. I don't have favorites. So if it comes down to it, I'd say outside of anime, I will say one song that I really do enjoy a lot is what's it called? It's by this indie artist named Kristen Costanza. I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of her if you like know anime. she's been in a few things. Not to mention she has also been in a few games. But yeah. Uh, for that one, I will say. I mean, she already had like a whole list of songs. Hold on, let me even go find the list. I had the like a good amount of them saved. Okay, from like her most recent EP or like from her EP or something like that. It's like what's it called? Pick Your Poison, absolutely banger. Sound Like It Hot, but What If I Fly, and Perfect Crime. If you guys want to listen to these songs yourselves, I will play like a soundbite if you guys want me to. But I think for the most part, you guys should go ahead and listen to these songs yourself because personally, I do enjoy it. They're like, it's like soft punk. I guess is like a good way to describe me. I don't know how to describe genres, but other than that, yeah, that's really how I what's called. You finished Black Clover? Have you watched the movie? Once again, first of all, Nerold, hope you're having a great day or a great night, depending on where you are, of course. Hope you're having a great time watching this stream as well. I have finished Black Clover. I have not yet watched the movie. I actually plan on watching it later today. Actually, as soon as the stream is done, I was actually planning on watching it. Because by that time, I'm going to be starting like recording my shorts talking about the questions I talked about earlier. So yeah, I have not watched the movie yet, but I am going to watch it as soon as the stream is over. So keep in mind for that. I will also give my thoughts on it if I ever come across a question like that. Do more than one. Yeah, Perfect Crime. And then when it comes to anime, a lot of the songs I've been listening to recently are Black Clover openings. Like, dude, Black Rover from Vicky Blanca, Stories from Snowman, Black Catcher, and the third version from Vicky Blanca too, and then Everlasting Sign from Tomorrow, Together Tomorrow, or vice versa. I can't remember their name. But yeah, all those anime openings, holy frick, these are good. Like, these are definitely the best out of like all the animes that have came to pass. So I'll definitely say what's it called. I'll definitely say those ones for what's it called. But yeah, aside from that, it's like really One Time in One Life, season Plankton on Leave. Which anime character should recommend? Which anime should I recommend to my boomer mother? If it's a boomer mother, let's see. It really depends on her interest, but I think going slice of life, I feel like would be the best way possible. Because I don't think we should go AOT and just traumatize her. So, slice of life. What's a good slice of life one? Or romance. That's also a great genre. Kaguya-sama, Love is War. She'll... Oh, and she wants like a more adult or like a little bit older version. There's this one called I Have a Crush at Work, or My Tiny Senpai. They're fluffy, they're diabetic, and overall, they're just really wholesome. I definitely feel like... Once again, it really depends on what they like, what your mother likes, but I definitely would recommend those ones. Just for starting, just so she can get like a hint of like what could be enhanced and what could else be coming. What's it called? But yeah, that's what I would recommend. It should be book. But I was trying to traumatize people with this pick, bro. Solo leveling is pretty mid. Okay, here's the thing. I love solo leveling, but I will admit the arcs, they are repetitive. Not to mention we barely get to like see the side characters in action. Like one of my favorite, bro. In the last arc we got to see from with Biru and the whole Jeju Island raid. Like I loved seeing what's his face. Like who was the healer? I can't even remember his name anymore. I think it wasn't Yunho Beck. I think that's the white wolf guy. Who was the healer? Someone remind me. I hate this so much because I talked about how underrated he is. But like the fact that he is what's it called? But I love the healer in that. He was underrated. And I feel like once again, side characters in solo leveling especially, they have such potential. But I just feel like they're just getting shafted for Jinu. Like I love that Jinu's a powerhouse. I love the trope of, working out to become stronger and all that hard work and all that. But it is repetitive when it comes to like just what it's going through. Like literally the 3 times they go into like crap, it's always red gates. And it's always the same thing. Go in, fight a tough boss, come out stronger. Go in, fight boss, come out stronger. Like I will understand if people don't like it. It does get repetitive. But there are things now and then that do make it interesting. Like the whole thing with Jinu's mother and him waking her up. Absolutely great. That's like a little detail. It differentiates it just a little bit, but I think it does make it well. If they had more stuff like that, I definitely feel like it would be a lot better. because I feel like to some degree it would definitely be a lot more appealing, but it is what's it called? It is bland or boring, however you want to perceive it. Whenever it comes to stuff like that, I think it definitely should be. I think a little more anime content should be added to it, especially when it comes to the side cast, just so they can get at least a little bit more popularity. But aside from that, it's just like, eh. I will say if you don't like it, then it's fine. If you think it's mid, it's up to, it's your opinion. Junior losing aura from his open butt. I have never. Yeah, I remember like that being pointed out, but I just do not care for it. Or at least like I've never seen it, so I just don't care for it. Let's see. So leveling has a team of copy of me. Piccolo is the biggest aura farmer, rivaled only by Darth Vader. This one, I feel like this one is really debatable. And Harvey wants me to do a poll on JJK versus One Piece. Now, if we're talking about versus, I feel like One Piece is probably going to win out. Like, JJK has a very interesting verse and a very interesting power system. But at the end of the day, I just feel like because of how vast One Piece's world is, it's just like, I just feel like they're just going to come out on top. Especially when it comes to stuff like hockey and then, like, all that other jazz that comes with it. Like, it's not just the devil fruits, it's like hockey and all that. That's how catchy it is, man. It's literally making me sing it. Let's see, One Piece. Alright, we're gonna be running this poll real quick. You guys already know what the answer is. Come on now. But come on. But we're still going to be doing it because why not? Let's just have some fun with it, shall we? Do a poll. Piccolo getting folded every time after aura farming. Hurrying at 1K. I mean, I'm not surprised. It tends to slow down. Although I am kind of glad, because I'm not going to be shaving my mustache anytime soon. What's it called? Peak piece. I will. What's it called? Did he just... Did the thing just disappear? Did the thing just disappear for you guys? Like the, what's it called? Huh. Okay, did the poll disappear or not? Because I'm not finding it on my, either the iPad screen with the chat, or I'm not finding it on this one right here. That is so weird. Nah? Okay. That's good, because I don't even know what happened to it. It literally just disappeared, like... It looked like it got Thanos snapped out of existence, bro. Like, it's just gone. That was so weird. Anyways. Peak piece. Have you watched Demon Slayer by Victor? I have watched Demon Slayer. I'm all caught up to the Hashira arc. So... I mean, there's not much else to say. Yeah, I'm all caught up to Demon Slayer. Mid Kaizen versus No Peace matchup. Bro, get Bleach in here. They're going to settle it all. Come on now. Nah, I used my black magic. Harvey. Make a vote between Bleach versus Dragon Ball. Oh, now that one's an interesting one. Bleach versus Dragon Ball. Because Dragon Ball, if we're talking about like the both verses, including like Universe 9 and all that crap. Now that one is interesting. Because even with how, what's it called? Bro, damn it. I knew it came out, bro. I freaking knew it. Is it on? Hold on. I'm going to check it now. Screw it. Let's see. Black Clover. New season. Yep, I just saw it right here. Episode 3 is out. He's my black magic. Bro thinks he's awesome. Bro thinks he's the, fuck. Make a vote between Bleach and Dragon Ball. I will definitely make that, though. That does sound interesting. I want to see what people think. At the end of the day, episode 15 is out. I just saw it right now. Thanks for giving me that heads up. And also, what's it called? Yeah. I always suggest interesting things. Absolutely. You're one of the biggest reasons why we're doing the poll. Aiden, don't let your pride consume you. Oof. Oh, you're probably saying Aizen. Okay, so did that poll ever come back up? Or, like, what's going on? Because I'm not seeing the poll still. Well, I guess I also gotta watch the end of that, bro. Okay, so I'm not seeing the poll, but let's just go ahead and just run the next poll. Okay, so it's not letting me run a new poll. I guess I can only do it a specific amount of times, which is really dumb. Like, really, really dumb. Moderation. Community falls. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's just not letting me start a poll. Okay, hold on. Let me start. I'm gonna ask a question instead. So we're just gonna do that. Hopefully, it's still what's it called. He said Bleach versus what, right? Bleach versus Dragon Ball. Alright, here we go. Question is, what's it called? Delete the other poll. I'm trying, man. It's not letting me. I don't even know where the other poll is because it just disappeared. I told you. 20% JJK. Okay, I don't know if it's just bugging out like that, but yeah, it's not letting me see anything, man. But anyways, let's just go ahead and I believe you guys can just answer like that, so I don't think that's gonna be too much of a problem. But other than that, yeah, it did. Delete the other poll. That's weird. Spicy axe, my chair can't even solve your Gojo. Bro did not need to put Gojo with a slash in the middle. Wow. That's some hater crap right there. That is hater on another level, man. Okay, we got Harvey saying Dragon Ball. Then we also got Aizen also saying Dragon Ball. Let's see who else is going to say Dragon Ball, or someone's going to try to say Bleach and explain why. Like I said, we're talking about like all of Dragon Ball, including like all the... How many universes are there? Like 10? 13? Something like that? Like, I just feel like even with how big the upscaling and the power scale is, I just feel like Dragon Ball just has way too many fighters that just have... And they probably have like their own hacks and abilities too that just probably like... makes them overwhelmed, like even Yuha, like the visionary person. I just feel like at the end of the day, it's just gonna be a wrap. Also, I'm still trying to figure out how to like get this whole crap started. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this because I no longer need this one. There we go. Good old this one. Opinions on JJK. JJK, it's a really good anime, and I do think that some people give it don't give it enough props, cause they can be like, oh, just cool fight scenes, man. But I also feel like there are a lot of elements that are sprinkled in that do help enhance the story and make the story a lot more interesting. But I feel like people only like to focus on the fights and make comments on that because they just like only see that. Like JJK, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's like not terribly deep, but it's deep enough to where you can see the levels as long as you're actually looking at them actively. Meanwhile, if you're just looking at the fights and like the base of it, obviously you're not gonna see a jack. It is a good anime. It does have a lot more depth than people think. So I do think it is a good anime. I will say, however, this is coming from a fan. The ending of JJK was so freaking mid and rushed. It makes me mad. Because now people are like doubting new gen mangas and saying that they're all going to be mid because of just the ending. And then MHA too, even though MHA is ending, let's just be real, MHA and Demon Slayer, their endings are marginally better than JJK's. Let's just be real there. Even with like the 5-page epilogue that he released with Gege released, like Horikoshi still expanded that crap, and now MHA definitely has the best new gen ending. JJK ending is so mid. Even with the extra 5 pages, it's just like, it doesn't do enough in my opinion to where it savages like the rushed ending, I feel like. That's how I feel about it, at least. And then JJK has Gojo and Gato. Bro, this is top tier hating and I love it. Top tier hating, I love it, man. Alright. We got someone saying Bleach. That's a very surprising lyric. Coming in with a very surprising one. Also, hope you're having a great day or great night, depending on where you are. And we also got Turbo saying One Piece is leagues ahead of JJK, Dragon Ball, Naruto, and Bleach. That is a very interesting take, my guy. And if we're talking about we're talking opinions, and I don't really care. New generation lockdown kids like Harvey C don't know Big Three. They only know Gojo and Kuna. We also got most anime endings are mid. And then we also got Bleach from JG. Hope you're having a great day. And that is kind of an interesting take, because I feel like to some degree, if you find like the right people, they will agree with you. But I don't know too much about like a lot of the manga endings, because I know Black Clover right now, that's still going on. I know they were in the last arc, but that's still going. So I'm just kind of like, what's it called? So I just don't know what to say about that one. It's Kuna. But yeah, I do feel like, and the thing is, it's like, how would you like end a manga? Because depending on how you like want to end it, like set it up, if you want to create like a new series after that, like I don't know, man. I just feel like I feel like it's really hard to create an ending regardless. Especially like what's it called? Especially if you want to like set things up later on in the future with another series, or if you just want to end things there. Like, there's just so much to think about when you go into it. And it's just, like, it's interesting. Because I feel like it is a little bit harder writing an ending than most people think. So, But I'm telling you guys right now, this has been a absolutely great talk. And I have been absolutely enjoying this. I hope you guys are too. Gojo got folded by Thukuna and their fans saying he's strong. Okay, here's the thing. I'm so glad you brought this up, because this is probably going to be the last topic we're going to talk about, because I do want to get to watching the movie and be able to create my shorts in time. So I will say this. This is probably going to be the ending thing and ending topic and ending thoughts. Gojo, I mean, we all know, right? He's human. If we remember that one panel where he's like literally bleeding from the brain, and I'm pretty sure that was him. I remember being there, but my memory is as good as a goldfish. But yeah. Like, it makes sense. Not to mention, remember the state Sukuna was in when he, like, found him. Hold on. I even think I have, like, the manga panel. One quick second just to find it. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Keep in mind, Gojo's not human. He is cringe. Like, keep in mind, this is what exactly happened after, like, that whole clashing that happened. This is the state Sukuna was in. Like, he literally looks like he's on his last legs himself. And then we're also seeing this crap where they're talking about, like, Gojo winning, because it looks like he did. He has Sukuna literally back up against a wall. He literally looks like he's about to win here. And then before we know it, actually, I clicked the wrong one, my bad. Bam! This is what happens. And then we also get this crap. We're saying he is, what's it called? He's the strongest person he ever met. And then he's telling him to stand proud. Like, the thing is, like, Gojo got caught off. Remember how Toji got him off guard? Like, their first time. He literally was able to kill him because he caught him off guard. He was worried about Omnight, and then bam. Along with the Heavenly Spear, it was just wraps for Gojo. At the end of the day, he was just got screwed over both times. Even when he got captured. Even when he got captured by the prison realm, he still was caught off guard by freaking Kenjaku. He's still human. He still gets sneak attack. He still gets outplayed. He's incredibly all there, but he's just, what's it called? Like, it just makes sense. It just does make sense. It sucks that it does happen. That it did happen, but at the end of the day, it does make sense. We can see your storage through your sunglasses. I mean, it's not like I really have that much. I mean, most of the stuff that I have on my storage in my for photos, it's mostly just questions and then like manga panels for whenever I'm talking about specific stuff. So yeah, it's just like not much else really to elaborate there. Kiga versus Volcana, great out battle, background music, Judas. Also, Dragon Ball outcomes. Jiren shook the infinite void, be merely walking. Well, is he even open the manga? Fans will get violated. Alright. But yeah, I think that's going to be... Yeah, that's going to be the ending thoughts of it. This was a great stream overall. I'm so glad so many people were able to drop by. Thank you to everyone else who stuck around to the very end. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and... Hold on, give me a second. Go ahead and do this. I'm just going to move this right here. I think we already got our answer. People are saying Dragon Ball. Hope you guys go ahead and do this. And yeah, this has definitely been one of the most successful streams I've had in a long time, and I'm so glad I was able to get to talk with so many of you guys. All of you guys are great. All of you guys are fantastic. Thank you guys so much for getting me up like 9 subs. Bro, you guys are actually crazy, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. Although like I said, I'm gonna only keep going, bro. I'm only gonna keep getting stronger. Only one anime has peak ending. It's AOT. Now that one, now some people might disagree with you there, but I do think it is a good ending to AOT. I do think it was a great ending, although some people would obviously argue otherwise. And then we are now 979 viewers, or 979 subscribers. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I can't thank you guys enough. Not only was the stream absolutely great, you guys are also great to talk to. I'm so glad there are so many people out there who are willing to talk anime. And yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to be doing the next stream like this, but hopefully I'll be able to do it soon. In which case, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, go ahead and do these. And yeah, so now guys, take notes. I'm going to be going ahead and watching the Black Clover movie next. Then I'm going to be watching the next episode of Dan to Dan. Then finally going to be starting Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I guess I better be getting started on that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and keep creating the art pieces that I want to create. Like I said, very early on the stream. So yeah, thank you everyone who stopped by. Just a couple. Hold on, I do want to shout out a few people before we leave. Top fans. There's this new. I don't know if it's like a new thing going on, but like there's this thing called top fans over here at the top left of my screen. So I'm just gonna be reading off the top 10 people who have been who have participated in the stream and have been talking the most. So shout out to Harvey, Yoko's. Pretty sure that's supposed to be the Aizen guy. Thank you, Aizen. Senitsu. Para Petard, Gup, then the what the okay, Sahi Khan, Fan Onin, Mookie Dogo, or Mookie Doggo, I should guess. Freddy frickin' Who, and then Victor coming in at number 10. Thank you guys so much, and then thank you to all the other people. Just gonna go ahead and do this real quick. Let's just go ahead. Turn off the green screen. Thank you to everyone else who joined the stream as well and also did all this. Thank you to every single one of you guys for stopping by. And yeah, hope we can have another great talk like this and another great successful stream another time. As well, no guys, take notes. See you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace.